Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. Come on into the room. Make sure you share this out with a friend or 10. If you can share it out, I would so greatly appreciate it. Sharing is caring. So if you can share this out, I would appreciate it very much. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica. Y'all got pen, y'all got paper, y'all are prepared, you are ready. This is going to be a quick live. Y'all gonna be in here long. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the room. Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Hello, hello. I'm just making sure that my Instagram people are all okay because I like them too. So I just want to make sure they get this work too. Really? Why? Let's try it again. Because I see them. I see all of them. Hello. You see it? Okay. Are we good to go? You guys are ready? Are you prepared? You got pen? You got paper? I know this was very impromptu, but I just felt like going live today. So just gonna go. Hey girl. Hey. If this is your first time to one of my trainings, I want to welcome you. Make sure that you share this out. Sharing is caring. So I would just appreciate it if you can share this live out with your audience. Share, 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 and then share again, and then share one more time, then share one more time. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I don't want to take up a lot of your time today. This is your first time. Okay, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's not your last time. Hopefully you stay here with us. We're a very active community over here. So hopefully you stay with us. If this is your first time, I want to welcome you. Y'all, my people, y'all need to make the new people feel welcome so that they can stay here with us, okay? Make our new people feel welcome. Say hello to our new people. This your first time too? Hey, first timer. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Stay here with us. We're a really good community over here. We're good over here. For you guys that do not know me, I appreciate you for coming today. I am in Q3 is one of the most busiest seasons because it prepares you for Q4, which is the most profitable season for most businesses. And so I will be going live a lot, doing a lot of trainings and things of that nature in Q3 to make sure that you are prepared. Make sure that you are prepared. So make sure you turn on your notifications for me because I'll do some random pop-ups. Recommended by the Six Figure. Oh, okay, Candace. I love Candace. I was super geek when I got the email. Yes. So we're back to our live schedules. Hi to all of the new people. So let's get started. Hopefully you guys got pen and paper. I'm really interactive, so I like yeses and ones and twos and ready. So if you are ready to get this work on Wednesday, put ready in the comments. Ready, 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 ready. If you're ready, I need a ready. I need a ready. Oh, first timer. Hey, first timer. Hey, a lot of first timers. I appreciate you guys coming. Yes, you made it. I'm excited that you guys are here. Did you know that Q4 is profitable? I guess that's why I need to be here. Yes, Q4 is the most profitable quarter because it has the biggest holidays in Q4. So the busiest holidays are Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Christmas. So Q4 is the most profitable quarter for most businesses. If you do business well all year round, then you'll do good every quarter. And then Q4 will be the bonus. But, you know, we get bonus checks for Christmas and bonus money for Christmas. So we just buy a lot of stuff, you know. Okay, so for those who do not know me, my name is Bianca Robinson. I am a global project manager. I'm in the business of aligning strategic opportunities for my clients that will produce profitable results. I am all about having your bank account reflect your work ethic, but the only way we can do that is by focusing on money generating activities. I strongly believe that if you have the right processes in your business, your productivity will increase. And so when processes and productivity meet, profit increases as well. My specific niche is helping coaches and consultants to increase their impact, their influence, gain back their independence so that they can increase their cash flow. I'm all about working smart and not working hard. I'm all about building streams of income within your one business model. You don't have to have 7 businesses to make the type of money that most people assume that they make. You just need one business that does extremely well, and you can put the streams of income within that business model. And so that's what I teach. That's what I do. I teach business diversification, and to make a whole bunch of money in this one business, and work the least amount of hours as possible to be very efficient, effective, and have your bank account reflect those efforts. And so if this is your first time, I'm all about the cash flow. I'm all about the processes and the profit. So if you are ready to make this money, this is where you should be, because this is what we talk about all day. So I want to give you the prerequisites needed, I feel, to get ahead of the competition. And so I did a training like this yesterday. And so I was like, let me take pieces of the training that I did and just give you the meat of the training. And so I did a training yesterday, was saying how to reposition your business collateral. And so that'll be a paid training that I will do next week. It'll go on sale next week for you to be able to buy that live masterclass training where we talk about how to reposition your business collateral. Now that COVID has happened, it's kind of like you're redoing business all over again, and you're rebranding and repositioning yourself. And so the trainer will give you how to develop those business collaterals to redo your business. But today I have a special offer. Todd, she is my project analyst, and so she'll be putting the information for the upsell that we have today. You can put it in there now for the upsell that we have today. She'll put it in there. But as I said, Q3, you have to prepare for Q3. And so I have a training that is normally $99, but we're giving you $70 off of it to make it only $29. It's only $29. But let me give you these steps first. So if you're ready for number 1, put a 1 in the comments. This is the 5 ways you can reposition. 5 ways, the prerequisites needed in your business to get ahead of the competition. The 5 prerequisites needed. I'm a trainer, so you're going to have a lot of notes. So I advise you to have 5 pages and just put each point on each page so that you cannot cross-contaminate the information, because you're going to have an entire list of notes. So instead of you trying to fit it all together, give me 5 pages. Like, give me 5 pages. So the first one, right? So the first one, I think the prerequisites needed to get ahead of your competition is to make sure that you have your elevator pitch on point. If you know me, I teach elevator pitch. I teach pitching. I'm all about the elevator pitch. And so your elevator pitch is the nucleus of your business. It's one of the most essential tools needed in your business. It'll weed out the clientele that you want. It will weed out the clientele that you don't want, but it will absolutely bring you the clientele that you need. And so your elevator pitch sets you apart from those people that do exactly what it is that you do. It also gauges your audience so they can know what you do, why you do it, and how you do it. That elevator pitch sets up the sale, right? So you have to be clear of the audience that you have. So I have maybe 3 or 4 different elevator pitches. And so I'll give you an example. If I am speaking to a room of corporate people, the fact that I grow and scale businesses is not important to them. I cannot help them from telling them I grow and scale businesses. So I wouldn't give them the pitch that I just gave you. I would give them a different pitch. Hey, my name is Bianca Shelley Robinson. I'm a business growth strategist. I'm in the business of helping corporate professionals just like you transition into part-time CEOship, because is just my belief. But I strongly believe that full-time entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but part-time is. And so it's my help learn how to monetize those gifts and those strengths and those talents. So if I'm speaking to corporate people at in a regular event, and I know all of them work a job, the fact that I scale businesses is not important to them. But the fact that I can help them take corporate skill sets and transition that into a part-time business or a side hustle or even a full-time business, that's very impressive to them. And so if I was talking about growing and scaling to a room full of people that don't have a business, then it doesn't convert. So you want to just be clear that you're speaking the lingo of the people that you have in front of you. A lot of you guys are not clear on who you have in front of you. And so you're like, well, Bianca, what if I don't know who I have in front of me? You need to ask. Like, just before I speak, I say, hey, I just want to get a survey of the room so I can make sure that I give you guys the correct information to help you. So Who in here still working 9 to 5? Who in here trying to quit their job in the next 6 months? Who in here works their 9 to 5 and also have a side business? Like, I survey my room to figure out what I am about to deliver if I don't know. If I still don't know, I'm going to roll with the one that makes me the most money. Doesn't make me the most money to show corporate people how to start a side business or a side hustle, because that's a product. I don't do it from a service perspective. I do it from a product perspective. You will have to buy a product, of course. So I don't make the most money from doing that. So I wouldn't lead with that. I would lead with me helping businesses to be able to grow and to be able to scale, and for me to be able to create streams of income in their business model. So I'm very clear about who I'm talking to so that I can know what I am going to sell. You are in business to sell. You are in business to make some money. You are in business to solve somebody's problem. That's what you're in business for. If you sell me a bottle of water, you've quenched my thirst. If you sell me an $80,000 car, you've quenched my thirst for a brand new car. If you sell me a $13 book, you've quenched my thirst for me to want get my education up. Like, we're all in business to solve a problem. A lot of you people go into business and I just want to help people. We all help people. We all help. Like, it just depends on how we're going to help. But we're all helping somebody. You should get paid for the help that you do. You should get paid for the help that you do. And so you should position your business accordingly for that, okay? So the first one is you want to make sure that you are very clear about your elevator pitch. The second thing you want to do is make sure that that you're niche specific. Is if you have ever heard me talk, I always talk about what? It is riches in the niches. It is riches in the niches. It is riches in the niches. You trying to help everybody, you will help nobody, right? So you want to be clear about who you're trying to help so that you can speak directly to their pain points so that they can convert. You trying to help everybody is the reason why you have nobody. You want to be very clear. It's okay to single people out. It's okay to say, hey, I'm talking to this particular person. This is who I want. This is who I'm talking to. Like, you can be very clear about that. And so you want to be a thought leader, the go-to person. Every time I think of project management, I want to think of me. Every time I think of real estate, I want to think of this person. Every time I think about customer service, I want to think of this one person. Every time I think about writing a book, I want to think of this one person. These people have drilled in your head that this is what they do, this is what they're known for, and this is how they make their money. And so you want to be very clear to drill that in my head. You can drill that in my head doing multiple things. And a lot of us, right? We think that it's really cool and just makes us sound so important that we own 7 different businesses and we own all. Be the neurologist and not the general physician. You want to be the neurologist and not the general physician. I speak neurology talk because, as you know, my son, he's had a couple brain surgeries, and so I speak neurologist very well. You want to be the top person. The neurologist, he doesn't come when we do our checkups. He doesn't come when we have questions. The neurologist only show up when it's time to do surgery. That's when the neurologist come. He booked out. He real busy. He not answering no regular questions. If you have an emergency question, you talk to the nurse practitioner. When it's time to get surgery, that's when the neurologist comes and he talks to us. And after the surgery, he not that either. It's the nurse practitioner. It's a different type of dollar to work with him. He's a different type of person. The general physician sees everybody. They see everybody. It's nothing wrong with being a general physician if you want general money. But however, the neurologist can do the general physician's job. The neurologist can definitely do the general physician's job. The general physician cannot do the neurologist's job. The general physician cannot do the neurologist's job. The neurologist decided that he wanted to go to school just a little bit longer. He wanted to get a specialty. He wanted to be an expert in a particular thing. He didn't want to just come if you have a cough, you got a headache, your neck hurt. He didn't want to deal with that. You got your brain, that's where we at, right? So it's a different type of dollar. It's a different type of experience. It's a different level of expertise. You want people to come to you that's ready to spend a different type of dollar. I'm not saying that you can't have side businesses and side hustles. I'm a silent partner in a lot of businesses, but you don't see me promoting those or telling you that that's what I do. I don't want to be known for that. I want to be a thought leader in my field for helping people grow and scale their business. I want to be the thought leader to helping people diversify their streams. I want to be the thought leader to help people make 6 figures in their business. Like, that's what I want to be known for. I'm not trying to sell you cake, cookies, and pies, and then books, and then a cleaners, and then a spin studio, and then real estate. I'm not trying to do that. Even though I silently invest in all of those things, I'm not cross-contaminating my brand. I'm not telling you that you can't have multiple businesses. That's not what I'm saying either. I'm saying be known for one thing and then branch out to something else. Everybody that you love in life, they've started out with just one thing. Everybody loves Beyonce. She started off as a singer first. She was a part of a group and she was a singer. And then, right, people's like, hey, I think you'll be good for a movie. She's probably always wanted to do movies. Oh, I think it'll be good if you have your own clothing line. She's probably always wanted her own clothing line. Hey, I think you should have your own perfume. I think she's probably always wanted her own perfume. Hey, I think that you should be the spokesperson for this particular brand. She's probably always wanted to be the spokesperson for that brand. However, her being an expert in this one particular thing opened up the avenue for her to do other things. Once you become an expert in one thing, the opportunities, they'll come because people want to be a part of the winning team. So all you have to do is just win in this particular area and things will come. I love Kevin Hart. So he started off as just a comedian. Then he started to do movies, and then he started to get endorsements, and then he started his own production company. But he started off as being just a comedian. Like, I think that you think that it's a downgrade that you are just this one particular thing. Just this one particular thing opens up the avenues for you to do a whole bunch of different things. And it's not a lot of work. Once you put the work into this one particular thing, the other doors will open, and it's a smooth walkthrough. I bet you Bianca, she don't have to audition for movie parts like other people. She don't have to, be in line. It's like, I'm great, I'm dope, this is what I do. She just walk right through. But if she was like, oh, I want to try it in acting, and I'm also a singer, but I want to, she's probably had to audition, right? She's probably had to go through some loops and turns, but she is the expert in that one particular thing. The doors just open. And so I want you to focus on finding that one thing that you do. I get so many people like, I'm just multi-talented and I just don't know. You're not the only one that God decided to just bless us with these gifts. Like, you are not the chosen one. You're not that important for God to be like, you know what, Bianca, I want to give you all of these skills and all of these talents, and I'm not giving them to nobody else. We all are multi-talented. We all have a lot of stuff that we like to do. But we also know the order of operation. We also know that it is a time and a season. We also know that we have to crawl before we walk, and we can build it. You trying to build multiple things at one time is the reason why you're not moving as fast as you could. Just focus on one thing and become an expert in that one thing. And then you can branch off into other things. And if you're just getting started, I believe when you are just getting started, you be a jack of all trades when you first get started. Like, you don't know. So you got a lot of side hobbies. It's okay. You haven't branded yourself as anything. You just have a lot of gifts that you like to do. So you could braid hair, you could bake cakes, you could do daycare, you could do all of those things when you are just starting out, because you're just trying to figure out what you like. But if you're trying to brand yourself as a person that bake cakes, and then you're talking about you babysit and you write books and you got a cleaning business too, that don't work out. So if you want to do a lot of different things, just don't brand yourself as anything. A lot of people brand themselves as serialpreneurs, but one ain't even making no money. So how are you a serialpreneur for all of these other things? You got a lot of little hustles, but they're not making up any money. So it's cool, but I want you to be clear about the type of money that you want. If you want expert money, you have to do expert things. If you want a lot of little money, nothing wrong with that. I have a client that has a lot of side hustles, and that's what she likes to do. It's nothing wrong with that. You just have to figure out what type of money you want. I'm not trying to work hard. I'm trying to work extremely smart. Extremely smart. So me becoming more of an expert in my field, I can charge more. I can pick and choose who I want. I can navigate this circle a little bit better. My reputation, my expertise, it speaks for itself. My testimonials speak for themselves. My clientele speaks for itself. So I don't have to do a lot of legwork. Like, the price is the price. Like, this is it. If you want it, great. If you don't, I'm cool with that too. But I don't have to do a lot of work. When you do a lot of different things, it's like, okay, you have to show a lot of different stuff. You don't probably have that because you didn't spread yourself so thin. You don't have all the requirements. So I want you to focus on one thing. Just one, okay? Just one thing. If you give one thing just 6 months, I promise you'll be in a way better position. You just give one thing just 6 months and work it and position it, and then take something back and then add something else, and then you will be in a better position than you just trying 40 different things. Like, just focus on one, okay? So the first one is elevator pitch. The second one is niches and the riches. The third one is I want you to understand your business model. I get this question a lot. A lot of you don't. Your business model should match the lifestyle that you want. Your business model should match the lifestyle that you want. Let me explain. I started as a traditional consultant and coach. We trade time for money. We get on the phone, you pick our brain, it's a price. I used to be on the phone literally from like 7 a.m. to like 9 o'clock at night every single day. Like I remember it was my daughter's birthday party. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do one call today. I end up doing 3 calls. Like 3 calls. I remember being in a grocery store and I'm trying to shop and I'm on the phone. It was just, I was tied to the phone. And I didn't leave my corporate job to be and to create a business where I felt like I was at work and I was working so hard. And so I was like, this just is not what I want to do. I don't want to be on the phone all day. I don't want to trade time for money. And so I flipped my business model. Instead of being 80% service and 20% products, I flipped it to where I am now 80% products and 20% service. So my business model has changed. Like my business model have changed. So I just say your questions to the end. I don't want to have to scroll down. So just say your questions to the end. I'll answer all your questions, all your concerns. I'm gonna take questions, okay? I flipped my business model to where now I sell a lot of digital products. A lot of them, right? Because I want to produce value. I don't want to spend my time. So since I'm not spending my time, the price is different, right? It's not a higher ticket price. The price is different because I'm recording that information and you're DIYing it on your own. You're not paying for my time. So since you're not paying for my time, you're just paying for what I created. And so therefore I flipped it, right? I got my time back. Boom, independence, right? I can do my job from my phone. 20% is higher tier clients, right? We do VIP days. We have corporate clients. We got government clients. But I'm very choosy about what type of clients I work with because I want my time. So I'm not the type of person that you would work with for 3-4 months at a time. I'm a project manager, and so we're project based. So 30 days is usually a project launch. You don't need to work with me no longer than 30 days. We do a lot of VIP days. So I could build your business in a whole weekend or 1 day, depending on what's your budget and what's the scope of work. But I'm not working with you for 3-4 months, putting you in a 12-month coaching one-on-one. I'm not doing that. I want my time back. I figured out how to make way more money working way less hours by putting the processes, the systems, and putting myself in position. So I'm not doing that. But that's the type of business model I want, though. I want to be able to go to Bora Bora and sit on the beach and run my business from my phone. I want to be able to go to Bora Bora, sit on the have my phone, have my record content for my next course that's coming out. I want to be in Bora Bora on a yacht, twerking, having a great old time, taking pictures and taking content to be able to put that for my next course or class that I'm about to do. I don't want a business where I am tied to my phone or tied to my laptop because that was my life before. I don't want that. I want to work because I want to, not because I have to. I want to work because it's launch mode. I don't want to trade time for money. I don't want to work with that many clients. I don't want to be on the phone all day. I don't want clients to have that much control. I don't want that. So I figured out that products work best for me and my business model, and also the type of lifestyle that I want, and also to give people quality information. Like it doesn't cost a lot. You just have to budget accordingly. So I'm able to do classes for $99 and $150 and do a $29 sale. Like I'm able to do that because my bigger contracts, they take care of all of my needs and all of my wants. So my lower tier stuff is really me and my give back to those that can't afford to work with me on that type of level. I remember when I first started my business 8 years ago, I used to only have about $20 left every week after I paid all my bills, after I did all of my stuff. I used to have $20. It was those people that were selling $10 classes and $5 classes and $5 books that really helps me. Like, dang, like you feel accomplished. Like I worked all this week. I only got $20. Like, what can I get for myself? It was those books. It was those courses that people had at that discounted price that I bought. So I was like, man, like when I get into a position, I'm definitely going to have lower tier classes because those lower tier classes is what helped me build my business, is what kept my confidence, is what made me feel like a real entrepreneur, is what made me feel like I'm not doing all this work for nothing and I'm not working for pennies. It was those small classes that I really learned a lot in. So I was like, hey, I want to create a lower tier division in my business. And so I want to be able to do those particular classes. So my lower tier classes under $99, that's really my gifts of, it's okay. Your money not there yet. It's going to get there. Build it. I have a lady that spent $19 with me every single week. And she's been spending $19 because I used to have a $19 flash sale every Friday. Every Friday for 6 months, she bought something from me. I don't do those anymore. I got $24. What can I get? It feel good for somebody to say, hey, I got $24 left. Like, what can I get from you for $24? It used to be nothing. Like, I have nothing for that price. Now I'm like, girl, I got a course. I got a class. I got a workbook. Like, what you need? Like, people trying to spend their last $24 with you, that says a lot. Like, this all I got left. Like, what can I get? So people have got really accustomed to me having lower tier products. Well, COVID has happened, right? And so people was getting unemployment. They were getting these PPE loans. Those people that I've built for that $19, when they got their money, I was the first person that they spend money with. Like, I just got my money. Like, what can I buy from you? Like, I got $3,000. Like, what can we do? Like, I want to do a VIP day. It's because I've built them at a lower level. As soon as they got the money, I was the first person for them to spend money with. This like, I got my money. I knew I was going to spend my money with you. Let's work. Okay, girl, let's work. But you develop those relationships with these people. And so understanding what type of business model you want. What type of business model do you want? Do you want a membership business model? Do you want a B2B business model or B2C? It's a lot of different business models. And so I'm going to teach a class on the different, can you write that down? The different business models. I'm going to teach a class on the different business models. Would you guys like that class? Do you want me to teach a training on the different business models that you can do? Is that yes? Is that no? You want to know about the different business models? Do you think that'll be a good class? Because I get that question a lot. And so I want to teach about the different business models that you can add in your business. Okay, yes. I see some yeses too. What about on Facebook? You see some yeses? Yes. Okay, so I don't like the thumbs up, so can we not use that emoji because it just seemed like a K, and I don't like the word. I will K you to death. Like, I don't like the thumbs up. Can we use another one because I don't like the thumbs up? Because it's, can we use a heart or like a smiley face or something like that? Because
we got a lot of yeses.
I will K you to death when I want to talk and you done made me mad and you done pissed me off. Okay, K. So a K is like this. So can we get something else other than this? Like, yes. Okay. So I'll teach that class. You got that wrote down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll teach that class. Okay. So number 1 was elevator pitch. Number 2, a lot of you guys have bought the training. Who bought the training? Who bought the Q3 prep training? A lot of you have bought it. I want to make sure that I have some.
On Instagram.
Okay. Make sure you guys buy the Q3 training. We are in Q3. You need to prep for your Q3. It's only an hour training. Like, you can watch it when I finish and get your Q3 prepared. We are in Q3. Okay. Make sure that you are understanding. Okay. So number 1 was elevator pitch. Number 2 was niches and the riches. Number 3 is your business model. Number 4, competition, right? A lot of y'all got this. I am my only competition. You ain't even in the game if you think that you are your only competition. Like, I hate when people say that. I don't know why you say that. Like, I am my only competition. You think Apple think that they're their only competition? You think Apple walking around like, I am the only person that do this? No, Apple's competition is Samsung. The goal is to make sure that you are in alignment with your competition, right? The goal is to make sure that you are in alignment with your competition. The Waldorf is not checking for Motel 8. If you stay at the Waldorf, I promise you're not staying at Motel 8 or Holiday Inn. People that stay at Waldorf, they're staying at the Ritz-Carlton. They're staying at the Four Seasons. So no, Waldorf people is not checking for Motel 8 people. But you better believe the people that work at the Ritz-Carlton, they're staying at the Four Seasons. They want to figure out, what new liquor do they have? What new chairs do they have? How is the greeting when they walk in? What thread count are they using? What are the fixtures in the bathroom? What's in the care package? What's in the checkout? Like, how are their processes moving? The quickest way for you to get in front of the competition is to do business with your competition. I tell the story all the time how my first business was bookkeeping. I went to a QuickBooks conference. QuickBooks competition is Peachtree. It was Peachtree. At this conference, the conference was $1,500 to come to this conference. It was at least 30 people from Peachtree that was at this conference. And so I walked over there and I was like, why y'all at the QuickBooks conference? And they said the quickest way to get ahead of your competition is to do business with your competition. Like, I was like, oh, and this had to be about like 7 years ago. They were there. Halfway in it, half the team left to go back to the office to now implement what QuickBooks said. You better believe when Apple have events, when Apple have phones and we got to stand in line, I promise you people that work at Samsung, they're standing in the line too. Like, you have to do business with your competition to know where you line up. And they've done all the research too. QuickBooks put on a conference every year. They've already done the research. They've already done the development already. They've already did it already. So all you got to do is spend your coins to go over there and use their research and their development to make your products and or service better. So you want to definitely know who your competition is. Real people that do real business, we know who our competition is. We're very clear. We're very aware. We know what they're doing over there. We know what they're selling. We know their price point. We know their lingo. We're on their email list. I know it's people that buy my product and our services all the time. That is my competition. And I'm okay. I'm okay with you doing that. I'm totally okay. The good thing about me is I build my competition. If you want to start a coaching and consulting business and do the exact same thing that I do, I will build it for you. I have no problem. It's enough money out here for all of us. I have no problem giving you my blueprint. That's why I only work primarily with coaches and consultants. You can have this whole blueprint. Will it cost you some money? Yes, it will. Will it cost you a different type of coin? Yes, it will. But I will give you all of this. Worksheets, forms, lingo, I will give you all of this. Do it like a franchise. You can buy all of this in a box. No worries. And I'll train you on it too. And I'll train your staff on it too. No problem with it at all. Right? So you want to be clear about who your competition is. I help coaches and consultants all day long. That is what I am. I have no problem with giving you some food off my plate to make you a meal on your plate. No problem with it at all. Just know that you're going to pay me. That's all I'm saying. And I would rather pay somebody who's already, I tell you all the time, do business with those that are in the position that you want to be in. Spend your money with those that teach you how you learn. Do business with those that are in the position that you want to be in, right? If you spend money with the person that is at the top, they're going to give you all of the tips, all of the tricks, all of everything so that you can be at the top too. They're going to give you the blueprint. I've been in business for 8 years. I've already did whatever you were trying to do. Trust me, I've already did it. I've already failed. I've already figured it out. I've already did it already. So why not just pay me to show you what to do so you won't have those mistakes? You pay for coaching and consultants to get a jump start on it. You can Google all day. There's nothing wrong with Google, but you don't even know what to Google, right? So how you going to Google for something that you don't know? Why not just spend your money with me? Your questions today, okay? You have to understand competition, right? Be clear about who your competition is. And so let's go here. Whoever you started with this year that was your competition, COVID has happened. They're not there anymore. Whoever was to the left and whoever was to the right of you this year, chances are they're no longer there, right? COVID has weeded them out, which is terrible for them, but it is amazing for you. Rebrand your business. Whatever you branded in January, it's new now. It's new. It's a brand new day. Right? So reposition yourself. Whatever your prices was, put it back out there. Whatever the marketing was, redo it, right? Because those people, they're gone. They're not there anymore. You're the one that has stood the test of time. You're the one, an epidemic, the pandemic, it did not do nothing to you. Like you're still here. You might have been, but you didn't break. So you're still here. So reposition yourself as a thought leader. Now you're the go-to person. Whoever it was that was your competition this year, I promise you, if it was 10 of y'all, it's probably 4 of you guys now, right? So added chances is better for you, right? So reposition your business model. Understand who your competition is. Relaunch. It's a good time for you to relaunch. I relaunch every quarter. Every quarter I relaunch. I do a rebranding at the beginning of the year. Every quarter though, I am relaunching something, little bits and pieces of something. I am relaunching something every quarter. So 5. We're ready for 5. Put 5 in the comments. 5 in the comments. Provide 5. Make sure you guys share this out. I want you to take a second right now and just share it. Share it out for me a couple more times. Just can you share it out? Just please. Just I know you did it already, but if you share again, I would greatly appreciate it. Just that's all I'm asking is for you to share it out for me. Just share it out. Make sure you guys buy the Q3 training. I think we have a couple left. Make sure you buy the training. Drop it again. Make sure you get the Q3 training, okay? It's only 20. How much is it? $29? It's $29. It's normally $99. Yes. Yes. Okay, so number 5, you want to understand what is your value proposition. What is your value proposition? 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 I love talking about value propositions. It's real sexy. I just like talking about value propositions. So your value proposition is what makes you different than the people that do what you do. Like what makes you different than the people that do what you do? What is the innovative product and or services that makes you better than the people that do? What is those differentiating factors? I'll give you mine because we're talking about me. I'll give you mine. My value proposition is I have a acute knowledge of all aspects of business. I can help you start your business. I can help you grow your business. I can help you scale your business. I've done mergers and acquisitions, so I can help you sell a part of the business to somebody else to buy it. Like I know all facets of business. I've done a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I got it. But my area of expertise is I'm going to help you find the missing profit in your business. I'm going to help you make some more money. I'm going to help you develop a different stream of income. I'm going to help you move the bottom line and move the needle in your business. I am the money person. I'm going to be like, there's some coins over there. And I'm very good about helping you find money based on the resources that you already have. You already have the resources already. We just need to fine tune it and tweak it. We might need to just buy 1 or 2 more things and we're good. I am all about helping you find the missing coins that is over there. I am the person that is sniffing out the money. Like, sound like it's a check over there. If you did this, this, and this, you can go on over there and get that little check over there. Let's go over there and get the check. Let's put a system in place so that check could run on its own, and then we could come over here to get some money. I'm all about what is the strategy. I'm all about the business snapshot. I'm all about where do you want to be in the next 5 years. When you plan your business accordingly, a lot of you run your business for this year. But baby, when you make that 5-year plan and you stick to that 5-year plan, our 5-year plan, I've accomplished my 5-year plan in 2 years. Just my 5-year plan, I've accomplished it in 2 years. Because I'm very clear about what I want to do. I'm not winging it. I run my business like a full corporation. It is a full, Cayden Cay Consulting is a full-blown corporation. I run it like as such. I'm not winging it. People are like, well, how do you have all these different programs starting? Because it's on a schedule. Like I do different launches. I know what program, like we just did the money generating activities program. That program is June and it runs again in November. Our 5K glow up, that runs in July and it runs again in December. The 31 days to get your business shit together, that program is for August. We start selling that next week. We do that every single quarter. The process that leads to profit, that's after the 5K program. Like, I'm very clear on what we do over here. We not winging it. It's a system. I work really smart. I do not work hard. I have about 6 programs and we run them all throughout the year. And if you miss it, get on the waiting list so you can get it the next time it comes up. But we run very well here. However, it's not hard to run it. It's just it's on the paper. So let me just do the plan. Like but I think it's just because I like all my efforts to convert into some money. I like all my efforts to convert into some dollars. Might not convert this quarter, might not convert next quarter, but it's gonna convert into some money. Very clear on my plan. I want you to not run your business for this month. I want you to run it for this year and run it from 2 years ahead of time. Like if you know where you're going, you can start to build those small pieces. Like you on vacation and you bored, work on the plan that you got for the next 2 years. Like let me do some research today. Let me put some stuff together today. Let me make this make sense today, right? So when you know what you want to do, it just runs a different type of way. I don't want you to wing it. I want you to be very successful in your business. The money that you want, you can make it. You just got to put the plan together. I don't know why people find it so hard to believe, but if you write the plan down, speak the plan, and work the plan, I promise you the plan, it will just start to come. God blesses those that work towards what they want. Work and prayer go together. Like, stop being notebook junkie. Stop writing it all in your notebook and just closing the notebook. Write it and then implement it. I had somebody tell me yesterday, like, I had this business idea for 3 years, Bianca, and somebody did it. Well, it wasn't your idea. You didn't execute anything. You just wrote it in a notebook that you had from 3 years ago. No one stole anything. You didn't execute anything. Like, that wasn't yours. Everybody has the same ideas that you have. It's who execute them first, right? So I want you to get into the habit of failing fast. Fail fast. Fail fast. You tried today and you failed today, you're going to take the part that didn't go wrong, the part that did go wrong, you're going to figure out how to make it right. And then you can try it again on Friday. And then when you try it on Friday and you do it during the weekend and whatever parts went wrong, just try it again on Monday. Like, I'm very good at what I do because I've failed a whole bunch of times. I've already figured it out already. I've already failed already. I've already done it already. I've already spent the money already. I already failed. A lot of stuff that I want to do right now, I tried it 2-3 years ago and it did not work. But I'm like, oh, maybe it wasn't the season. Let me try it again. Oh, maybe it wasn't the time. Let me try it again. Oh, maybe the people were ready for it. Let me build their knowledge to get them running. Oh, maybe I need a different audience. Maybe the audience that I have is not ready. So let me niche this down and become more niche specific in what I want to do. Let me redo my elevator pitch. Let me redo my services. Because the plan doesn't change. This is the process to get to the plan. It does change. So you have to fine tune it. You have to fine tune it. But if you give up and you just like, oh, it didn't work out for me, it is going to work. Just the formula that you had did not work. You think your grandma's favorite pie that is like passed down from generation to generation, you think she got it right the first time? Like, no. She went through trial and error to figure it out. It's the same thing. You're trying to perfect your formula to figure it out. So I want you to figure it out. Don't get discouraged. Don't let the people around you discourage you. A lot of times it's the people around you that's stopping your cash flow and stopping your dreams. You got to get in front of new people. And before I had found new people, I was my people. I was my people. That's why I'm real comfortable with just me, myself, and I, because it was me, myself, and I for a very long time. I was my own cheerleader for a very long time. I was, Bianca, you gonna do that? Yes, Bianca, that's a good idea. I talk to myself all day, and people think it is so strange, but it was me, myself, and I that was working together for so long. We've been together for so long. It's been me, myself, and I until God aligned me with the people that was behind the vision that I had. But if they was not, I had no problem with being by myself. I had no problem with fleshing this idea out on my own. I had no problem with figuring out how to make it make sense for myself. I fell in love with books. Like, it was me, myself, I, my computer, and my books. Like, you know, Drake, when he say, I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. My mom used to be like, my mama and my husband used to be like, you only love your phone and computer. I'm sorry. Yes, like, it's been me and my phone and my computer for so long. Like, when nobody else was buying my products and their services, I was coming up with, okay, well, maybe if I said it this way. When nobody was coming to my live broadcast, it was me and my friends. I used to go live every single day. A lot of you guys have come from a community when I used to go live every single day. It was nobody in my lives but me and my friend, but I perfected it, right? Like, I went live every single day for 2 years, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. Like, I perfected that, and it was just me. It's been me and my books. Like, as you know, I am a skim reader, so I can read 800 words per minute. It was just me and my books. Like, I'm reading this book. People always ask me what I'm reading. I'm reading Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. I read sales books. I'm a sales trainer. I read sales books. So I'm reading this book here. Take a screenshot. Screenshot, girl. Take a screenshot. Reading this, and I'm reading The Mindset of a Sales Warrior. I'm reading this by Jason Forrest. I'm gonna read this. So I'm always reading a sales book, like sales and personal and professional development. Those are usually the books that I am reading, but it's been me in my books, in my notebook, in my phone, for a very long time. Okay, so I have time for questions, so let's get some questions out. I'll recap it real quick, and then you can put your questions in the comments. You want to read the questions?
Yes.
Okay, so let me recap, and then
Ask would there be a replay or you gonna save the live?
yeah, I'll save these lives.
Okay. They asked on both IG and Facebook.
Okay, so I'm gonna recap. Make sure you guys save your questions. You can put your questions now. I'm gonna read the questions. So I want to talk about the elevator pitch. We talked about that. Niches and the riches. We talked about that. Understanding your business model, understanding your competition, and understanding your value proposition. And I will leave these up. So when I decide to do these improv trainings, these trainings will stay up. Like I'll keep these trainings. I'm not taking these trainings down. So let me see your questions. The live will be saved. Yes. How do you start a 5-year plan? So envision yourself in 5 years. Like, where do you want to be? In 5 years, where do you want to be? And then you work your way backwards. If everything worked out how you wanted to, when you close your eyes, what do you see yourself with in 5 years? Write the plan. I see myself in what? You see yourself in your 8-bedroom house in Miami? Do you see yourself in your $250,000 G-Wagon? Do you see yourself downtown on the 35th floor in your office with a staff of 10 people? Do you see yourself having $3.5 million contracts underneath your belt? Do you see yourself on a billboard being the number one person, bestseller, Amazon bestseller, New York Best Times, on a cover of Forbes? Like, what do you see in 5 years? Like, what do you see?
Do you teach design and developing
related
programs?
Oh, what?
Design and developing related programs.
Do I teach design and development programs? So yeah, I'll teach you. We can come up with your programs together. So I do launches. I do a lot of program courses, masterclass launches, a lot of Facebook launches. So I'm a project manager that does a lot of launches. So I've been hired to help people launch their membership programs, to launch their masterclasses. I don't do product launches though. So no, I'm not helping you do your t-shirt launch or your boutique launch. I work with people with professional services. So most of the people that have business models like mine. But yeah, we do a lot of launches. Like a lot of you release products and programs and they don't sell because you didn't do it right. So yeah, I do a lot of launches.
How can I find financial resources, grants, scholarships to help funding my business?
I don't know. That's not my area of expertise. So I don't do funding or business. You need to find somebody that does that. That's not what I do. I don't speak about stuff that I'm not well versed in. That's not my area of expertise.
Which meeting do I need to book to see where I'm leaving money on the table?
So you can buy my sessions. My investment for my sessions is $650 an hour for a session. So you can book an hour consultation, and we can come up with the overall plan for you to figure out where the income you left on the table. But my sessions are $650 an hour.
Do you do event launches? Do you help with event launches?
So yes and no. If it's a physical event, no, because it's like I'm more of the operational part. So conference launches, yes. Okay. Conference launches is totally different. So yes, we do conference launches. Yes, totally different.
Facebook said, how do we reach more people with our event planning business?
So it kind of depends. I need a specific question. Like, what have you tried that doesn't already work already? Event planning is totally, it's a very broad one. What type of event planning are you doing? Are you doing corporate events? Are you helping them with their end of the year Christmas party, that events? Like, are you niching down to help companies for their end of the year Christmas and New Year party? I have a client that is her focus, right? Like all she does for corporations is that particular thing. Like very niche specific. You got to hone in on what type of events you want to be known for, and then you can do other stuff, but that's what she wants to be known for.
So someone asked if you wanted to do online courses, do they all have to be about the same thing?
Okay, so if you want to do online courses, do they all have to be about the same thing. Sorry, someone called my phone. If you do online courses, do they all have to be about the same thing? No. A lot of my online stuff is not all about the same thing. I'm very clear about what I teach, but it's within my area of expertise. Like, I'm not teaching you how to get your Canva popping or your Instagram popping, because that's not what I teach. But I'll definitely teach you how to get your pitch together, how to do your business proposition, how to do a launch, how to perfect your proposal, how to do a sales strategy, how to do your online store. So I teach different components of how to streamline and develop streams of income in your business. So I teach those.
How could I become a project manager in HR?
I have no clue about that. Like, you would have to, a project manager in HR. I don't know. I'm a project manager. I started out in compliance, so I'm the person that reads the fine print on all of these government contracts that I have. I'm the person that makes sure that we stay into compliance. I'm the one that makes sure we continue to get this money. So I am the fine print person. I'm a compliance project manager. I'm also the project manager that manages the subcontractor. So it might be 140 different people on this one particular project. I'm the one that makes sure the 140 people, that their deliverables are turned in on time, that we are within the scope of work, that the budget is right, that we're getting all of the deliverables together to send to the state so that we can make sure that we get paid on time. I'm the one that makes sure that the meeting notes are in order. I'm the one that make sure that we don't go over budget, that we stay within budget, that we're over exceeding the client's expectation. I'm the one that's usually meeting with the clients as well. So I am the liaison between the prime and the subcontractors. I'm the liaison between the person that won the contract and the corporation that gave the contract. So I do all of the making sure this money is in order. So it's different levels of project management. So from a government and procurement perspective, when we're talking about government and contracts, that's what I primarily do. But yeah.
Where can I sign up to learn how to create a business?
Where can I learn to sign up to create? So I don't do business plans. I do business snapshots. You don't have to have the 12-page business plan. You just need a plan. If you want a traditional business plan, then you can go to like the SBA.gov. And they'll do it for you for free. It's a lot of places that will do it for free. You got to figure out why you want a business plan, though. Like, are you trying to get funding from a bank? Are you trying to get funding for angel investors? Or are you just trying to do it as a roadmap in your business where you would need a business snapshot? So a business snapshot is, these are my products, these are my services. This is the numbers that I want to make. This is kind of my projection and forecast of where I see myself going. So you might need a business snapshot so that you can see your business close up. Then you doing an in-depth business plan. You can't plan for a business that you don't have. So a business plan is in essence really for those that are trying to get funding, because those are hypothetical information. But a business snapshot is kind of where you are right now. And then based on if this go right, where would it go? But if it doesn't go right, then what's my plan B and C to make plan A work?
Going live help a lot.
Yes, going live would help. Going live, everything. Go. You see how you asking me these questions? If I don't know the answer to these questions, that means that I am a fraud in what I say. Anybody can post on social media. Anybody can make a video. A lot of people don't come up with their own content, which is no shade at all. But when these questions come, you're only asking me questions based on what I tell you that I do. So if I don't know the answers to those questions, I probably don't know. I'm probably not the person that I say I am. But when you go live, it builds credibility. It gets people to buy into you sooner. It gets people to build the like, know, and trust. It's also a way that you could come up with content. Like all of my old content, if you buy any of my old content that's 2016 through 2018, it's a live broadcast. I used to go live every single day. So you're buying old lives and old trainings that I've did. Even though it's old, it's still relevant and still good, because you got old books about dead people and those people not even alive. Like I'm reading a book right now that came out in 1965 and it was definitely still $30. So even though the information is old, to me, it's new to you. What else?
So someone is asking just about like the online courses, like if they can be different.
Can you ask the question? I don't understand that question.
Do they all have to be on finance or about taking care of your child? I'm confused.
Can you and who answered that? Who asked that?
Enixum.
Re-ask that question.
I'm not sure.
I see. Will going live help a launch? Yes. What's in the Q3 masterclass? I learned a lot from you on the pitching training. I want to unveil. So the Q3 training, you talking about the $29 training? It's about what to focus on right now in Q3 to prepare for Q4, like what you need to have in the plan, what you need to launch, how you need to launch it. It's only a 60-minute training. What is your best advice of way to launch a course through Instagram or Facebook? That's a very loaded question. So you have to kind of figure out what's the price of the launch? How much money do you want to make from the launch? And then build back. Like, are you going to go live? Are you going to do videos to build it up? What type of marketing are you going to do? Are you going to pre-launch it and pre-sell it? You're going to do a beta for it? What type of testimonials do you have? Where are the people coming from? What's the upsell? Do you have a cross sell to pair with that upsell? Is this just a one-time launch? Are we launching it every quarter? Like, are we going to now buy ads or buy page ads to get people to buy into it? So a lot of questions that go into, it's a lot of work that goes into a launch. So that's a very loaded question.
What do you tell people to connect with them on a personal level?
I don't understand that question.
So I heard you don't have to tell all your business on social media, but to connect with people, you have to tell.
Okay. So, yes. So that's a good question. And so the question is, what type of information do you need to convey online in order to build a like, know, and trust? And so you want to tell, for me, we'll just talk about me. I am an open book. Like, you can ask me any questions about business because my business is teaching people how to start, grow, and or to scale their business. So any questions about business is not off limits. But I always tell people that you have to bring people into what you want them to buy. So if I was a marriage and relationship coach, my marriage and my relationship should not be off limits. You're trying to help me become a better whatever in my marriage. So if I ask you questions about your marriage, it should not be off limits. Like, that's what you're trying to get me to buy into. And so I think that what you want people to buy into, you have to let them buy into it. So the only way to buy into it is to tell me more of that information. But if you're not a marriage and relationship coach, then your marriage, it's off limits. I shouldn't be asking you about your marriage if you're not a marriage and relationship counselor. So I'm really good about being clear about showing people what I want them to buy. So I want you to buy into me as a consultant. And so I'm very clear about the money that I've lost, the money that I've made, the mistakes that I've made, the resources I have available, what to do. I'm an open book from that. But people want to buy into you. People want to see themselves into you. So the more that you show, the more they buy into you. So yes, I want to see what you bought for lunch. Yes, I want to see that you drink ice water and you don't no longer drink ginger ale. Yes, I want to know that you worked out today. Yes, I want to know that your favorite pens are blue. Yes, I want to know that you write in this particular notebook. Yes, I want to know about your favorite ice cream. Yes, I want to know, that your favorite color is cranberry. Yes, I want to know, do your hair. We're trying to find a connection and find ourselves within somebody else. So yes, I want you to post all day. Yes, I want to see what you're reading. Yes, I want to know what you ate. Yes, I want to know where you're going on vacation. Yes, I want to know that you went to the bar and the drink was messed up. Yes, I want to know that they messed up your food order. Yes, I want to know that the line is long. Yes, I want to know that it's hot outside. Yes, I want to know that your mama got on your nerves today because my mama did too. Yes, I want to know what's going on with you and your man. Like, we buy into people that we like, know, and trust. So the more you like me, the more you know me, and the more you trust me, the more close I am to building that connection for you to go ahead and pay me. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. We're about to cut off right here on Instagram. So you can come to my Facebook page. It's Cayden Cay Consulting, but we're about to cut off here. But I appreciate you guys for coming today. Make sure that you buy can you drop it one more time? Make sure that you buy the $29 class. Once they're gone, it's gone. And so we're already selling out of them. So make sure you purchase, okay? Make sure you purchase. I appreciate you guys for coming today. And I will be back, okay? I will be back. I gotta end it. You have to end it soon on Instagram or it will not save. What other questions do you have? Okay, ask me the questions on my Facebook page.
Enixum clarified, does the online courses have to be on the same subject? Like, can she offer courses in different subjects?
Like what?
Like finance, childcare.
No, that doesn't go together. Finance and childcare don't go together. So how are you making the correlation? How are you making it make sense? What's the correlation to it?
How do I get people who visit my website to actually purchase my product?
So I don't know. Like, you might need to look at your products and or service. Maybe the description is not good. Maybe the colors are not appealing. Maybe it's not clear about what you do. Maybe it's not inviting. So it's a lot of things that happen. Maybe it's a lot of bots too. Like, you gotta think if it's real organic traffic or is it like bots too. My client had 3,200 people come to her site. Well, 2,000 of them were bots. So it make it look like you it's a lie and you're not converting, but you got to kind of see, like, is that real traffic or no? So you got to kind of see. I would just go page for page and redo it and see what happens. What else?
Should we create a price list and post it on our page or website, or just have them contact us for price?
So it depends. That's a good question. So for my products, it's a price list on it, but for my services, it really just depends on the depth of work that I have to do. For me, being a project manager, I'm very clear. Like, it might be different time, different resources, different like work that I have to do. So I'm very good about gauging the project. So we have a base price. That's why when you go to people, it says starting at this particular amount. So it's really based on what they need. So you should definitely have a starting price for it. But don't just throw out prices. Like, just like, okay, y'all know that I had bees. Like, I had a whole beehive in one of the columns in front of my house. On the phone, he quoted me $700. Okay, no problem. When he got there, he was like, oh, this is a $1,200 job. Well, sir, I'm going to give you the $7 because that's what you said. You should have said that it starts at $7 and it can go up to $15 based on what it is, so that I would have knew it's between $7 and $15. But you said $7 on the phone. I'm going to give you this young $7. And so you don't want to put yourself in there, because now it's like, well, it's really $15. Well, why is it really $15? Are you just trying to charge me $15? Or like, what does that mean? So if you aren't ready to say, like, this is kind of one size fits all, and just like if you make dresses, well, a person that is an extra small and a person that is a 4X, that price is different because now you have to buy more material. You have to do more things. So it can definitely be a start and add. So I tell people, think about that all the time. Like, that's why, prices are different based on size most of the time, because it's more that goes into it. So you can definitely have a starting at price.
Do you look at websites?
Yeah, I do sales copy and sales strategy and sales analysis, and we do that. The investment for that session is $650. If I get on the phone with you, it is $650. No matter if we talk about your website copy, we could talk about your men and your relationships. We could talk about whatever. An hour of my time, investment is $650. So we can do whatever you hour.
I think that's the same answer for times too. Oh. Which would be the best services you offer to help with
flipping the business model. Yeah, it's $650 for a session. What other questions? No more questions? No. Okay, so I appreciate you guys for coming today. I really do. We've had a really good time. I'll stay on for one more minute to see. Yeah, this will be up for the replay. I'm not leaving. Make sure that you purchase the $29 offer. And every time I'll go live, I'll have a really significantly cheap offer. Like, it's normally this price, but you can get it for this price strictly just because you're on my live broadcast. I feel like you should get a discount because you stay here for this whole hour. But since I'm giving you a discount, I expect for you to purchase it. Yes, ma'am, $650. And it's not like, okay, we just get on the phone and now you pay the $650. We do an entire intake process. I answer your questions. You're going to record a video telling me everything that you want me to know. So when we get on the phone with you, I have a plan to give you. You're just not paying $650 to get on the phone with me and for me to be like, yes, no. okay, well, the time is up. Like, that's not what we do. That's not what, but I'll definitely do the pre-work, the prep work, and give you the plan and have some factual facts to come with when we come to the meeting. We're not figuring it out while we on the phone. That's not what we're doing. Should we go? Wait, should we go? What does that do? Word logo or cartoon logo for events? Plan. If that's the type of clientele that you want, you have to think about the type of clientele that you want. If you are, want a brand that is specifically just you, and you think the cartoon would be appealing, then I think so. Like, I use my cartoon strictly for my live broadcast. I don't use it in my marketing because my clientele is corporate, and so I market to corporate. Even though I have small businesses that buy my product in or service, my business is corporate. That is my client base. No. It's okay that you come in late. Do you work with e-commerce businesses? Yes and no, specifically online bakery. No. So we can work on like your sales strategies or something like that, but it's somebody that works specifically with bakeries that's in the e-commerce site that would be a better fit. I primarily work with coaches and consultants. I'm really good about working with people that do exactly what it is that I do, so I can give you my exact formula. I can figure out how to make it make sense, but I think that I would be doing you a disservice to try to figure it out on you. Like, I don't work with online bakeries. So if you want me to try to figure it out on you, I can, but I think I would be doing you a disservice, and you should probably work with somebody that specifically works on that. No more questions? Well, I appreciate you guys for coming today. I really do. We've had a really good time today. I will be back. You're welcome. One thing about me is I turn down way more money than I take. I want you to be successful, and I want you to get your business in order. Doesn't mean you have to spend your money with me. I want you to spend your money with whomever. I want to spend your money with those that do what you want to do. Spend your money with those that teach you how you learn. Spend your money with those that are in the position that you eventually want to be in. So it might not be me. It's okay. I can give you the questions, though, to ask the people that, you're trying to go to. But no, I would be doing you a disservice. Okay, so let me go and get my life together. But this will be up for the replay. If you're watching it on the replay, please share it out. Like, share it is caring. All I'm asking you to do is just share this out to your friends, your cousins, your friends and them. Like, share it out for us so that we can get the information across, so that I can continue to do more videos. And I appreciate you for coming today. We'll be back here. I think I'm gonna just start doing them on Wednesday at 1:00. Same time, same place. I can get back to doing my one live a week at 1:00. So let's table that for next week and then just see how it works. And I'll give you more notice too. Like, I'll make an event flyer and put it up and all that stuff, because this was definitely an impromptu. But I think we had a good time. I hope that you guys had a good time. If you would please leave me a review on my Facebook business page. We're on here. If you go to Cayden Cay Consulting, my Facebook business page, and just click the review or the recommendation and just leave me a review about how great this class was, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. You could definitely do that for me, please, and I can continue to come and do these videos. I love a good review. So if you can leave me a good review, I would so greatly appreciate that. Please leave us a review. Please. It takes 2 minutes to do a review. It'll definitely help my bottom line in my business for you to continue to give me amazing reviews, okay? But I want you guys to have a great week and to be safe, and make sure that you buy the offer, okay? Make sure that you get your Q3 in order. It's only $29. And so if you go to bit.ly Q3 prep 2020, you can purchase that right now, okay? But have an awesome day and an amazing weekend.